Hi Gemini, welcome to the new moon in Capricorn for January 11th, 2024. 2024 is an 8-year, so that's a lot of power. But it can be used for good or evil, so there can be some tricksters out there as well. Be very mindful. When you add the date up altogether, January 11th, 2024, it's 11. So that's a very intuitive psychic number. It's also comparing. We compare things. We compare ourselves to other things. We can see ourselves in other things. And it's very intuitive, very psychic. It's not an easy number. It is a master number where you learn a lot. It is the learning master number, and that's not easy. It means that you run into a lot of things that you need to learn from. But that's okay, because we have energy behind it. And like I said, we are comparing ourselves to whatever we see. It's a very mirroring energy. So the direction that this reading is going in is number 2, family, people. Right, that's pretty self-explanatory. There is some duality with the number 2, possible choices where family is concerned, but family will be probably prevalent in the next 2 weeks. Again, new moons start new cycles, so you're kind of at the beginning of a cycle with that number 2, and taking early steps. Your focus is the devil. So this can be then codependencies, and maybe that's where family is concerned. Maybe someone is dependent upon you. Maybe you are dependent upon somebody else. The devil is, I think, an interesting card. Of course, it can be the things that we're codependent on, but the interesting thing about the devil is he shows you his full hand, okay? He shows you very directly what needs to be let go. The chains on the people are loose. They can take them off quite easily. And I'm not saying dependencies are easy to let go of, but they're not chained there. They're there on their own volition. And so, what are you dependent on? Or who is depending on you? Which can cause some difficulty, right? Because it is the devil. It can be also things that snag and break and fall, and things that just don't go the way you want them to, some difficulty. But that is because it's showing you what needs to let go. So let's say you have a family member who is going through a very difficult time because of their partnership. And the idea here is either to, go to counseling or leave the person, but something has to change. And it's quite obvious when the devil is there what needs to change. That's just an example, but you are behaving like the devil, or this is your focus, and maybe you're the one that's giving people a hard time too with the devil card, or maybe you're the one that needs to release something that is not good for you. But you can also be then the antagonist here in a situation or in a family situation. So let's have a look. I'm going to lay out all the cards first. The first column is what you are, where you find yourself at the time of the new moon, or what it is that you're beginning, what new cycle is beginning for you. Oh, this can also be temptation. Somebody's tempting, and I can see that a little bit here with this Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This is you and how you're dealing with the situation, how you're behaving, how you're reacting. Okay, interesting. And the last one is the probable outcome. Some things we can change, some things we are meant to experience. what we came here to experience. And again, it's a learning opportunity. Okay, all's well that ends well. That's good. Okay, so the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, can be a tempting person, right? This is new emotional beginning, and it can be a new emotional beginning with somebody. Now, this can be a couple of things. Of course, it can be temptation. Somebody comes along, but it can also be that we are releasing old emotional baggage, and that can be the devil, right? And it can come through a family member, because we're talking about family here, somebody you consider family, you know, a sister-in-law, a mother-in-law, that kind of thing. But there is this sort of releasing of emotional baggage. However, this is also the beginning of love, and that's what I mean by temptation. Maybe you have a family already, and somebody comes along to tempt you. That's also very possible here for some people. The Queen of Swords is my Virgo card, and Virgo is the quintessential female, right? She is the virgin. She's the, I can't say it any better, the quintessential female. She's beautiful, she's motherly, she's intelligent, she is, everything that you think a female should be. She's feminine, she has feminine wiles. The Queen of Swords can often be very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Refined. And they can have refined features. They can be very beautiful. Again, that quintessential female. However, this person can also have a sharp mind and a sharp tongue to go along with it. They're often with pointy features, very sharp features. So it could have a pointy nose, a pointy chin, high cheekbones. They want to dress well. They want to take care of you. They want to... It's the Queen of Swords. Virgo, I would say, wants to do that. Not necessarily the Queen of Swords themselves. They have a very critical being. They like to... Sorry about that. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. Let's pull another card for this. This is, again, the Ace of Cups can be the beginning of love. But with the Devil card, it can be a love affair. Maybe you have an established family already. It can also be somebody maybe who is really attached to their emotional and mental situation, meaning that they don't want to change their mind, or they find it difficult to change their mind. They believe what they believe, and that's it. And you can't change their mind. This feels very positive and nice to me. These are females that hold you up. And so if you are having difficulty with family, or maybe this is a family member that holds you up, these are females that support each other. These are the muses. This is the joie de vivre, the joy of life, things to be grateful for. And you can be grateful for this person, or this person is pointing out to you, because remember, they're fine details. They have a critical eye, and maybe they're pointing out to you what is still good, But there's temptation here for sure. So it's very possible you meet this person with a group. Maybe you're out enjoying yourself and you meet somebody new. That's also possible here. This can be somebody who's very creative. And intelligent. But there's some fun here. This is celebrations as well. If you are going to a celebration or a family celebration, you might want to be careful of overindulging with the devil card there. That's also possible because this is this is letting it flow, if you know what I mean. And let the good times roll with these two cards. So be careful of overindulging. Why? Because you've got work in the morning. Your focus is very much on making money, having it all. This is the King of Pentacles, which is my Gemini card. And they are master of their material world. They're often very square in features, so you might want to check their jaw. Oh, but this is you. So this is just how you're behaving. You don't have to recognize yourself. In any case, this is the card of focusing. These are the CEOs. So these are people who are very focused, highly, highly focused. And so maybe the devil is your focus on your work and your business, because this is, interestingly enough, maybe this is an after party, right? Because this is pushing away all distractions and getting the job done. This can be overtime. This can be a lot of work, especially with the King of Pentacles, especially as your personality is the King of Pentacles. And by the way, this is your card, so Gemini, right? You know this card well, and you know this energy well. This is a highly focused card, just getting the job done, working really hard. Could be overtime, but you are honing your skills. And so the devil can even just be that you're neglecting, or there can be parties going around you, or females trying to catch your attention, and still work is a very important thing for you right now. The King of Cups, I'm sorry, King of Pentacles. They have families. They do get married. They do have families. But their focus is on making money and creating stability and having it all. That's their whole thing. They want it all. And they often get it because they're highly focused on getting it. But that's the whole thing. Other things can be negated because of that. Other things can be ignored or put at the wayside. You see what I mean? Ace of Swords here. This is triumph and security. But again, this is another focus card. This is yes. This is a yes card for me. But it is triumph and security. It is clarity. It's taking action. And your action in this case is work. Work, 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 work. It can be creative, but still, that's where your focus is. And you are successful at it, period. But it is also taking action. It is the beginning of a new action. So you can be highly focused on that. Now she's even wielding the sword there and looking at, this situation of work, 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 work. Well, in the background. And it can be also something that you are focused on here as well. Some sort of celebration. Maybe marriage, but in any case, there is a focus here for you that you're quite busy with. It's kind of like you're married to your job right now. That's your codependency, right? I gotta work. Well, there's this going on, there's fun, we're invited to this party, but it can also be the merriment of the holidays gone by, and now we're just settling down and focusing. This is also a health card, so any bad habits you can probably get a handle on, and you can be highly focused. There can also be something that you're building for family, right? And you're highly focused on it. Interestingly enough, we have the Empress card here. Now this is the motherhood, the mother card, so maybe we are expecting, right? This is the pregnancy card. It can be motherhood, it can be mother, grandmother, females that are important to you, and once again, the quintessential female. And this can be the marriage card, right? There can be some temptation around you, but it also feels like you're still highly focused on family and your children or your wife or that sort of thing. But you have success here twice with the Six of Wands, and that's really nice. This is bringing a group to victory after a stressful period. The Empress is also a highly creative number because it's also 3, and 3 is the Trinity. 3 is creation itself, the force, the creative force, and that is the Empress. It's Venus. And so there is somebody quite lovely around you, or you are this beautiful person, and maybe you're tempting other people. Perhaps you want a family and you're highly fixated on having family, right? The devil is that fixation. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's a fixation. It's also possible that if you had problems with pregnancy, you may be celebrating the fact that you did it, that you worked hard towards it, you focused on it, and you got the job done. King of Cups, that's interesting because I did say King of Cups earlier. This is my Cancer card. This is somebody who is focused on, well, they're master of their emotional world. They're the calm in the storm. He's floating on waves on a block of cement, so that's pretty masterful. Meaning he's solid in his emotions, even when there are stormy waters around him. Highly intelligent people very much enjoy history. It's a cardinal sign. They expect the best from themselves and they expect the best from other people. And that would definitely be this Venus type of person. So this can be you. It can be this queen of, or this empress. There is victory in groups, so this person can also be involved. It's a possible doctor, or maybe even you are a doctor with that King of Pentacles. These are both really good cards, even though Gemini is a mutable sign and Cancer is cardinal. But they're both highly focused and are excellent at what they do. And that can also be the devil. Like I said, we're just chained to our work, or we're chained to an idea, or we're focused on something that we can't let go of. But it's very often that it's something that's not good for us. Now, it can also be that we've had difficulty in a situation and that we have a breakthrough here with that Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands, because again, the Six of Wands is victory in group situations, but it's also marriage. Absolutely. Interesting cards, Gemini. It seems to me like you get what you want, though. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know? Closeness. There can be some closeness with people around you. It says your unicorns are very close to you. But for me, this just means that there are maybe there's somebody that you're very close to. That there's getting closer to somebody on a very interesting level. Be careful of partying too much, I would say. And especially if you're a female trying to get pregnant, or maybe you don't even realize you are and you find out later and you've had a bit too much. Because of the Devil card. That's the only reason. If Devil card wasn't there, I wouldn't say that. But again, this is things that are often not very good for us, that we have a dependency towards. It's also just not being able to let go of something. And so, like I said, maybe somebody is trying to get pregnant, had the difficulty, but again, there's a sort of a breakthrough there. Okay. That's it for now. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for listening. I will return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. Until then, take good care. And thank you for listening. It's appreciated. Bye for now.